I am ridiculously excited about my progression from my original stainless steel spoon to some more efficient, easier to use tools. I can't wait to try out all the new stuff, and I will leave links to everything below so that you can compare, put things in your cart, think about them, and decide which method is going to be best for you. I know after 15 years of looking, I'm so excited to find a couple tools that looks like they're really going to make me a lot more efficient, make the whole process go a lot faster, and I'm very excited because of course we've got holiday shows coming up. Okay, this next step is going to be interesting because I have some new tools. This will be the first time I've tried them. I have a Cutall high performance tungsten carbide coated shaping tool. Look at that. Does this not look aggressive? I'm afraid it's going to really gum up inside the gourd, but we're going to find out. And in order to put it into the drill, I know that I need a little bit of length, so I invested in a keyless chuck. This just came from Nico. So I have a keyless chuck to put it in, which is just like what you use on your Dremel. I'll tighten that up. Then the next thing was, this isn't enough length for me to get down into the gourd. So I ordered a set of quick change chucks. Just an inexpensive set. This is a trial. And I've got 3 different lengths. Looking at my gourd, I think I'm going to have to go for the longest one in order to get down in there. So I'm going to put the keyless chuck into the extender. And then I have one of Bill's drills. This is an 18-volt DeWalt. I'm just going to release the bit that he has in there. And put my bit in. Oh my gosh. It's kind of wobbly. It's pretty wobbly. That might suit our purposes okay. All right, so here goes. Okay, so far it's not really gummed up. A little bit of a workout. Anybody want these gourd seeds? I didn't think so. But this cleans this out really well. And I've read about people using a drill press and just putting their bit in it, and then you just simply hold your gourd and go like this. But if I want to get this really, really clean, say I'm doing a whole bunch of lace work or something and I need to see through it, I want all of that out. Wonder where I can put you so that you can see this next part. I think I'm gonna have to hang on to it with my feet. I'm gonna put you down here so you can really see what I do. Move all this so I don't lose it. Wow, this thing really has not gummed up all that badly. It's a little bit here, but not too badly. Phew. Now, if you have any type of allergies to gourds or anything like this, when you're doing this, if you don't have a good breeze outdoors, you really probably should wear a mask. I've got real good airflow out here on the river, so I'm not too worried. That's the nice thing about working when there's a wind. It'll blow all this away. Plus I'll have a lot of gourds growing underneath the dock here. All right. This is usually an hour of me doing this by hand, so if this works, this is going to be great. And I'll come up with something to hold the gourd. And I'm really wondering if I could use the shorter chuck. Easy enough to swap out, right? Or will it get down to the bottom? workout. Okay, so a couple things I'm finding. It's hard to be super precise about where and there you're getting. You're just kind of going around. I see it's also chewing up the rim a lot, so I'm glad that I cut it up really high so that I can still shape it. But my gosh, this does. Usually I sit out here probably about an hour, half an hour to an hour on each gourd doing this, and this is cleaning it out in seconds. This is really good, and it's not getting terribly gummed up. It seems to just kind of self clean itself. If I'm going to go down on speed. I see just a couple spots that if I tried to aim for them, I probably can't get, but boy, this is so aggressive that it cleans them off like that pretty easily. It's like a really big cheese grater. And the drill is dead. Which is pretty odd because I've had this battery on charge for 2 days. There's a couple spots I can see in there that just have a little bit more, but I think I can get to it with this. Like now we're going to be trying to figure out if we want to use this with a drill or just use this on its own. You can see one little white patch down there. Okay, the gourd is clean. I don't know if you can see in there. All right, so a couple thoughts. First of all, why are we cleaning all that out of there? And it's like paper and seeds and all this. And the reason is because when you paint the inside, some of it will flake off, and that's not going to be as attractive. Or if you're doing something with the more of a deep cut and a lot of the inside's exposed, you would have all that papery stuff in there flaking out, and that's not too attractive. So I will tell you, over the last 15 years of cleaning gourds, and I have cleaned hundreds of gourds, I'll show you what I started with. Okay, what I started with was, I'm a big fan of use what you have decorating, and this is just a big restaurant spoon. So the way I would use it is, if it wouldn't fit in like that, then I would fit it like this, and I would just scrape and scrape and scrape, and that would take a long time. And I really like doing it because it gives me time to sit around with the cats and spend time with them, and it's not very noisy, and it's just kind of a way to sit outside and enjoy the outdoors. The next thing I invested in was a set of tools from Kemper Tools. And I will tell you, I use this one the least, and I use these two the most. They're about the same length, but I think you can see that they have a slightly different size opening on them. And I'll alternately use the flat side and then the scraping side. There's one with teeth and one without. After that, the next thing I invested in was from the caning shop, these two tools. And at first I thought it was a little bit silly to get both of them because they're very similar. However, they are and they aren't. Sorry. They are and they aren't. This one has more of a big scoopy bit on it, and this one is more of just a small heavy disc. And the way I use these, when that's the cat moving around there, I think you can see this. He is right there. He wants to be part of this too. That's key. So where was I? Okay, so with these, sometimes I will use these on the smooth part, sometimes I will use them on the jagged part. And you simply, scrapping the tools, simply scrape like that or like that, but you do have to keep them in the right direction. With these larger tools, this allows you to get way down in there and bang stuff out. Sometimes you're pulling it towards you, sometimes you're pushing it away from you, but in all, your whole goal is to get everything out of there. The next things that I invested in also are from Kemper Tools, and I use these when I'm working on very small gourds. So I have a circle, an oval, and I don't use this all that much. It's a little bit aggressive with that triangle there, but I do use this end pretty often. So the newest is this from Kutzall, and oh my gosh, one thing I realized was that with working with the drill, first of all, Bill's drill is a really heavy drill. So if I go with a drill that doesn't have a battery pack, right there, if I use an electric drill, right there I would save probably 3 pounds right there if I just had a handheld drill. The next thing is, this ball is actually kind of heavy. I'm not sure what it weighs, or if it tells you, it probably doesn't tell you how much it weighs. It's about 8 or 10 ounces. It's pretty heavy. It's like half a pound. And so when you add this whole rig together, it's a lot of weight. And then coupled with the fact that it wobbles, wobble, 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 because you can't get a perfect shot there, I found that it was very, very aggressive on my gourd. And that's okay if I really want to tear it up and get everything out. But if I want to do any carving, I want the sides to stay pretty thick. What I did find out is that that is the only amount that it clogged. It really didn't clog at all. And I also found out that I could simply use it like this by hand, and it did a pretty good job, because unlike the other tools, you don't have to worry about which direction it's pointing. It's always grabbing. And look, that's all the stuff that it has on it. I figured it would just gum up horribly, but it didn't. It really didn't gum up at all. So that was so cool. I realized that even though this is really heavy and really, really aggressive, it worked really well, and it doesn't gum up. That's the main thing. Just ran out to the post office box, and woo, I've got a new burr to try. This is what I'm going to try to see about taking the skin off of boards, because that's always really difficult to do. And these are 10 woodworking burrs, and I believe these are diamond, and oh my gosh, I ordered like I ordered one of each, and I think I've got oh no, there's like a dozen of them. Oh gee. Well, we're going to be trying these out in the next video. 12 of them. I wondered why that was so heavy. So that'll be the next video. We're going to be trying out another really aggressive burr for taking the skin off of a gourd, because I want to take the skin off and do some carving and some filigree and stuff like that. And these aggressive burrs, guess we're going to see in the next video how these work, because boy, I feel like Parmesan cheese graters. And by the way, if you like my video, please use the links I put below, because I can earn a very small commission to offset the cost of making videos and providing the information to you. This is the Kutzall, and I'll leave a link to this below. After 15 years of gourding, I have finally found something that is amazing for removing the inside of the gourd. See, here's another friend who agrees. Please use my links. Thank you. So I've given you some ideas there, everything from the very manual and extremely affordable dollar spoon to some slightly more expensive specialty tools from Kemper Tools, or the very specialized from the caning shop. I don't know if they're specialized. I don't know if they're actually made for using with boards, or this bit from Kutzall. So a whole range, I'll leave links to everything below, whole range of ways to do this. And if you like my content, it helps you out, then please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.